I am now going to say a few words myself, but I'm aware that we are kind of like running out of time, and I want the main event to be my amazing dad, because this isn't just my story. No. See, he's such a typical Hull man. He's like, cut my speech. No, Dad, we're not, right? This isn't just my story. It's your story too. We, as a family, have been to hell and back. And I still grieve the years that I lost, but I also grieve for the years that my family lost. And not just my mum and dad, my grandparents, my siblings, my friends. But thanks to these two amazing people, they have literally given me life and saved my life over and over and over. I have so much more to say, but I just feel like I need my dad to say it. So, Dennis Houghton. Come on. One thing that I will just say before Dad starts. Yeah, you can. It was Dad's birthday yesterday. Yes. What?
69.
And then some. And it was his birthday yesterday, and I rang him in the morning, and I said, Dad, I am so lucky to have a dad like you. And Dad said, I am so lucky to have a daughter like you too. And the reason I'm getting upset is because I can't believe after what we've been through that my dad feels lucky. So, Dad, I just want to say your unconditional love, along with Mum's, for never giving up on me and for never giving up on the thousands of people that you've helped over 23 years is phenomenal. And I love you.
Thank you. I haven't thought about it. I asked about it. Eating disorders. One of our service users wrote a really excellent poem called The Enemy in My Mind. And I liken eating disorders with the enemy in my mind. You can't see it, and you don't know when it's coming. It doesn't discriminate race, creed, boys, girls, teenagers, adults. And when it does come, you don't know what sentence that you're going to get. It could be 5 years, 10 years, it could be life, and it could be the death sentence. As Jim has said, either the body packs in or they commit suicide. And what have all these victims got in common? They haven't done anything wrong. They've done nothing wrong at all. But this enemy, it's not satisfied, it wants more. My daughter was bright, bubbly, joyful, and she gave us so much joy in our lives. She was 10 years old when the enemy came for her. And within weeks, our daughter had changed. And now she was anxious, she was sad, withdrawn, and everything had changed. And as a parent, what can you do? There's no sticking plasters, there's no tablets, there's no pills, there's no broken bones you can repair. You can't do anything. And instead of going on that journey of discovery, with our daughter, we went on a different journey. A journey to an adolescent unit at 11 years old. This innocent child with people with drug addictions, behavioural problems, self-harming. And we took her out of there. And then it's a journey to hospitals and looking through the window with the drips and the tubes. And not knowing whether she was going to live. And then it was a journey to the inpatients facilities. And travelling thousands and thousands of miles and just going and just trying to support her. But when we had to say goodbye, that was absolutely heartbreaking to leave her there. When Gemma was 17, we went to one inpatient facility in the West Riding to bring her home for the weekend, which we often were allowed to do. And when we got there, they said, we don't think Gemma should come home because she'd done something that they weren't happy with. And I know Marge was having a breakdown, saying, please, Gemma, stay. Gemma was absolutely pleading and begging with me, please, Dad, take me home. And we did. And that was the start of your recovery. It's been a difficult year last year for the charity because we've moved offices twice. But obviously, it was post-COVID, and it was financially, it was a struggle. And when you're in our position, it's difficult. And we were sort of wondering whether, can we carry on? Because we weren't sleeping. And then Marge went out one day shopping, actually without me. I think it was my annual day without chauffeuring. And she came back and she said, 2 women came up to me and thanked her for saving their daughters' lives. And then the very next day, back to chauffeuring, a woman came up to us and she said, you don't know who I am, but you saved my life. And of course, we had to then carry on because we said 23 years ago that if we could save one life, then it's worth doing. But obviously, we can't save everybody. We know that. But what I would say to anybody with an eating disorder is that remember this: you have done nothing wrong. There's no need to be ashamed. Please do not keep it a secret. Please tell somebody. I just want to thank my wife. She's been inspirational for all these years. She is Seed. Gemma, for actually seeing us through such a difficult period, she's done an absolutely amazing job. And again, to the staff of Seed. But I just want to thank everybody in this room, because with your support, you're helping us to keep fighting the enemy. Thank you.
Wow. Thank you so much, Dennis, for that incredibly moving and emotive speech. And I know, Marge, you agree with that and so much more.